Hello, friends. This is Jim with Science Talk. So, back to science. I have a story here involving what California might be expecting to expect in the coming decades. Southern California's wildfires are likely to increase as a protective layer of cloud is driven away by the warmer climate as well as urban growth. Okay. So, as you probably have, I'm sure, seen in the news, Southern California is experiencing lots of wildfires. The fire season seems to be getting longer, starting early, running later. Basically, what's the old cliche of too much of a good thing? Too much sun. There's too much sunshine, and it's basically causing vegetation, the ground to dry out. If you get dry lightning strikes, bang, up things go. So we are seeing rising summer temperatures that not only are being caused by the addition of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, but also increased urbanization. Right? The heat island, concrete, steel makes things really hot. Okay. Also, the warmer climate is driving off low-lying morning clouds. Right, it cools down at night. You get the low clouds, maybe fog, what have you. Well, now the air is so warm that it doesn't get cool enough for the water moisture to condense out. Well, if that moisture, now some of that moisture will reach the ground. If that's not happening, that's contributing to making things warmer and thereby increasing the dangers and risks of the fires. So, Park Williams is a bioclimatologist at Columbia University's Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory, is the lead author of this study that I'm sharing with you. He says, quote, "Cloud cover is plummeting in southern coastal California, and as clouds decrease, that increases the chance of bigger and more intense fires." End quote. This conclusion reinforces earlier research, which found that low-level clouds help to cause some cooling. This, of course, is another example of a positive feedback. You have heard me discuss with you, in essence, what a positive feedback loop is. So this is just an example where a change that takes place will basically work to worsen the situation. Positive feedback loops are reinforcing ones, so they tend to exacerbate a situation. Negative feedback loops are corrective in nature. I've described for you as an example the situation of the thawing of the permafrost in the Arctic with respect to methane. Please check out my prior videos to listen to that again. Professor Williams said the decrease is driven mainly by urban sprawl, I've already mentioned that, which increases near-surface temperatures, but that overall warming climate is contributing as well. Increasing heat drives away clouds, allowing more sunlight to heat the ground further, leading to drier vegetation, higher fire risk. The team's research is published in the journal Geophysical Research Letters. It follows a 2015 study in which Williams first documented a decrease in cloud cover around LA and San Diego. Urban road surfaces and buildings absorb more solar energy than open countryside, and that heat is radiated back out into the air, a major part of the what's called the heat island effect. And while all that's been going on, overall temperatures have been rising in California. Williams and his colleagues have found a 25 to 50% decrease in low-lying summer clouds since the 1970s in the greater Los Angeles area. Normally, stratus clouds are like flat clouds, form over coastal Southern California during early morning within a thin layer of cool, moist ocean air sandwiched between the land and higher air masses that too drive for cloud formation. And basically, you're trapping some cool temperatures in there. You have the condensation, and stratus clouds are basically clouds that are flat in shape. So, the stratus zone's altitude varies with weather, but is approximately 1,000 to 3,000 feet up in elevation. So, if you're a pilot that uses VFRs, I won't be going flying until that dissipates. But the increasing heat along with the urbanization causes these clouds to dissipate, and as a result of decades of adding greenhouse gases to the atmosphere along with decades of urban sprawl, the stratus layer base has been damaged and altered. Cloud bases have risen 150 to 300 feet since the 1970s, says the study. Clouds that used to burn off by noon or 1 o'clock are now gone by 10 or 11 a.m., if they form at all, said Williams. He and his colleagues have shown a strong link between a warming climate and an increase in wildfires in the western U.S. Strong link. Basically, cause and effect. I've discussed with you in the past the difference between a correlation and cause and effect. Strong link is another way of saying cause and effect, in essence. So, California can expect probably more severe fire seasons. Now, at some point, the fires will probably abate and start to diminish, but that's probably because most of the fuel will have already been burned up. Whether it's vegetation on the forest floor or the trees themselves, as these fires rage, the fuel gets burnt up. And don't forget, as you burn, as these plants burn, guess what's released into the atmosphere? You got it, CO2. Which is, there's the positive feedback loop again, right? So, I wanted to bring you that report. Thank you for your time. Hey folks, just a reminder to please subscribe and click the bell so you know when I drop a video. Please share my videos. Please tell others of my channel and of the work that I do. I also hope that you will consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Science Talk with Jim Massa, where from time to time I upload videos there exclusively for my patron subscribers. Details in the description box below. Thanks.